Good morning, everyone. It is my great honor to be here. Thank you, Erama, for inviting me to participate in this important event. My topic today is FloodBoy, turning community data into climate resilience. But before I talk about flood data, I would like to talk about how did we start since 8 years ago. Every dry season, forest fires, and open burning in agricultural sector spread across not only in the northern region, but the whole country of Thailand. And along with those fires came PM2.5 dust, tiny particles that harmful to life. The challenge on that day became the beginning of the very first project called DustBoy. It was a small, low-cost PM2.5 sensor. It helped people to know real-time air quality. They can adjust their behavior along the PM2.5 situation and keep trying to mitigate the major sources of emissions. This makes us believe that when people can see the risk clearly, they can protect themselves better. And that is why we decided to use our 8 years of experience with air pollution sensors to take on a new challenge to flood monitoring sensor system. Let me briefly report to you about flood crisis in Thailand. Over the past 20 years, Thailand experienced only a few major flooding events. However, in recent years, climate change has significantly worsened the situation, bringing more tropical storms, heavier rainfall, and more severe flooding. According to a 2024 report, floods have affected more than 700,000 people, caused economic losses of over $7.6 billion, and damaged farmland valued at more than $1.4 billion. This slide shows some cases of impacts of flood and damage in Thailand. Climate change brought intense rain, flash floods, and river overflow. Floods came faster, stronger, and more unpredictable. Thailand is not facing only flooding, but also landslides, which have caused increasing numbers of deaths in many areas. Some parts of the central region have become flood retention areas and remain flooded for more than 4 months in a year. In some areas of the northern region, extremely heavy rainfall has led to repeated flooding, with more than 10 flood events occurring within just 3 months. These made the communities more worried. People did not have real-time trusted information even from their local government. Southern Thailand flooding. Just last month, heavy rainfall occurred in southern Thailand, causing severe flooding in 9 provinces. More than 2.7 million people were affected, and the flooded area covered nearly 800 square kilometers. The worst impacts were in major urban areas called Hat Yai district, which are the economic centers of the southern region and important tourist destinations for both Thai and international visitors. The flooding was sudden, caused by continuous heavy rainfall over a long period. In some areas, the water level rose to more than 5 meters. This led to severe losses in both the economy and human lives. It is estimated that the number of deaths could be as high as 500 people. But after the flood damage investigations in Hat Yai, we found something very significant. The huge damage does not come from the water alone. It comes from the lack of information, well preparedness, and malfunction of the local governmental management. People did not know when the water will arrive, how fast it will rise, or when they should evacuate. And when people did not have clear information in time, disaster became a huge loss. FloodBoy, how can we empower community to protect themselves? FloodBoy is a small, simple, and low-cost water level sensor. It can be installed on rivers, roadsides, It uses a radar sensor to measure water levels with approximately more than 95% accuracy. It runs on solar power and it sends real-time data directly to the cloud server. The data can be displayed on web app, social media, and community alert systems. FloodBoy device. Inside the FloodBoy system, there is a control board connected to an internet communication module. It also includes a backup battery system in case of nighttime operation or when the solar power is insufficient. In addition, it has a rapid deployment structure that allows quick installation during flash floods, enabling real-time communication in areas with heavy traffic congestion. Radar level monitoring system. This diagram explains how the radar sensor works. At the first point, the radar sends a signal from the sensor down to the ground. The signal then reflects back to the sensor. By measuring the time it takes for the signal to return, the system can calculate the distance between the sensor and the ground. When the water level rises, this distance becomes shorter, allowing the sensor to accurately detect the increasing water level. Structure and basic architecture. From this diagram, we can see that FloodBoy transmits data through internet networks such as 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi, or LoRa. The data is then sent to a cloud server where it is processed and managed by a data management system. The system can also be integrated with blockchain technology to ensure data transparency, accuracy, and trustworthiness, as well as to make data sharing easier. After that, the data is converted into APIs, which can be shared across various platforms designed by communities for communities. This slide shows some examples of a real situation where we invited the local community to learn about the FloodBoy sensor system together. The community participated in designing the proper installation locations, learning how to maintenance and how to monitor and communicate about platform for monitoring. At the early stage, we designed a couple of platforms to make access to data easier and more convenient. We have a website that displays the sensor locations on a map, showing river characteristics and real-time water levels. All data is converted into APIs and made openly accessible, allowing developers and partner networks to easily use the APIs to build new applications and further innovations. Blockchain FloodBoy. In addition to the data display platforms, we also developed a web page that presents data on the blockchain, making access more transparent and more trustworthy. Every FloodBoy data point is recorded permanently, cannot be edited, cannot be deleted. In the future, we plan to install IP cameras to visually verify water levels alongside the sensor data. We also plan to install rainfall sensors to collect additional parameters. These combined datasets will be used to build more accurate flood modeling and forecasting systems for each specific area. Open data, open code, open prompt. We try to increase the benefits of using data by open data, open code, open prompt for all users. 1. Open data, data for everyone. Flood and water level data can be accessed by the public in real time. People can monitor flood risk by themselves. Communities can use the data for early warning and disaster preparation. Researchers and developers can use the data to build flood models and advanced warning tools. 2. Open prompt, open AI usage. AI prompts are also shared openly, so more people can use AI with FloodBoy data. AI can help predict floods, and risks in advance. Governments, communities, and students can study AI for disaster management. FloodBoy alert. FloodBoy sensors operate continuously and monitor water levels 24 hours a day. The system is set to send alerts when the water level rises rapidly or exceeds a safe level. There are two types of alerts. 1. River water level alerts. For rivers, the alert system uses three colors of flags: green, safe; yellow, warning; red, danger. 2. Road water level alerts for traffic. For flooded roads, the system compares the water level with the height of vehicles. The alert is shown in 4 levels: green, safe to pass; yellow, caution; orange, high risk; red, dangerous, do not pass. And this image shows an example of how the FloodBoy data is used by the local community. On the left side, the shared data is being used to display on a private website to communicate to people in that village. On the right side, the data is sent as alerts to a village line group, allowing villagers to monitor rising water level together. Collaboration, we plan to expand the installation, use, and communication of data from the FloodBoy sensor to more areas, especially in regions that have high risk or face repeated flooding problems. Through these collaborations, we will develop joint flood modeling online platform with the Defense Technology Institute in Thailand. At the same time, we aim to strengthen knowledge sharing with local communities to improve long-term disaster preparedness and resilience. For conclusions, we do hope that people will have a chance to learn not only about flood monitoring systems, but about responsibility and disaster risk management as well. Technology is only powerful when we try to understand it, trust it, and use it. So if we can turn community data into community resilience, then we can turn climate crisis into climate hope. Thank you very much.